Anyway, here's the latest offering of electric car from Hyundai. As I said, Creta came with the first facelift and the first generation. Total 10 colors are available for Indian market. Whatever you drink that you can select will be chilled and cold. Wow, what a beauty. Beautiful nature, right? But government and authorities are saying that to retain this nature, we need to electrify all the vehicles. Is that the only reason for damaging our mother nature? I don't believe so. If you think so, please do comment. Anyway, here's the latest offering of electric car from Hyundai. The one of the most prominent model, the Creta, is now electrified. Creta is the segment leader in market like India, and I believe this will be one of the model which can pull off electrification to next level for Hyundai. Let's check it out. This is actually the second generation of Creta with the second facelift. Now they have three powertrain options available: petrol, diesel, and now the electric. Let's check out the all-new Creta Electric, how it performs, is it value for money, and will it be one success mantra for Hyundai to democratize electric in big market like India. All my Flywheelers, welcome to Flywheel. Hyundai as a car brand has played a big role in maturing Indian car market. When sub 4 meter was ruling the market, they were bold enough to bring something above that. Mainly because for those customers who want to upgrade from the sub 4 meter, there wasn't any option or offering available in the market. So they introduced the Creta. As I said, Creta came with the first facelift and the first generation. Then came the second generation, now is the second facelift. When the second generation was introduced, I felt they went far ahead from the first model. That's the commitment they are given on their product planning. And we have the first facelift for the second generation. And that is resonating too much with the global model. And with the Creta Electric, they have brought in a lot of cues from the prominent electric models, Ionic, which is prominently the pixel design. It's evident everywhere, and this and many other features are loaded in the car, which we'll be checking out today. And let's see, will it be able to establish itself in the SUV electric segment for Hyundai? With the facelift itself, I can see some of the pixel element they brought in for the new Creta, which is evident with this DRL and the block design is good. But the major change for the electric has come over here. There's no grille element anymore, but there's a glass panel and a pixel design over here, which is again a ionic element. The charging is in the front, which can be opened here. Again, pixel design is carried. Both the sides you can see the LED headlight, and there are pixel elements or air vent as well. The attractive element over here is this opening flap, which is good for cooling, but whenever you need better aerodynamic, it's shut out. So that is a functional element. And the brushed aluminum disc spoiler also add to the beauty of the car. As I mentioned, the ionic design is also inspired for the painting, which you can see here, the blue with a matte finish. There are 8 colors available and plus 2 dual tone, so total 10 colors are available for Indian market. Very attractive car, look futuristic and closely connected to electric family with this paint finish. With the Creta Electric, there's no major change on the side profile. Basically, no change except the paint job. It's a longer wheelbase, so there's always enough space inside. And the change is not relevant because it's always been designed very well. The major change has come onto the wheel. The 17-inch wheel is proper electric designed, so it reduces the drag. Having a low friction tires, which is actually a big element in any electric car. So you have to always consider when you're changing the tires, you get the low resistant tire for electric, otherwise it will affect your range. The boot space is not compromised. It's as big as in the Creta, and the rear design is retained except the pixel design is carried here. and neatly integrated reverse light also look cool. So basically the design remains almost the same throughout the electric element inputs. Basically there are two phenomena following in the electric world now. One is to retain the original design and have electric addition. Another one is pure electric design. Both are different, but I think this is a better success mantra. We have seen a lot of brands who has the ICE cars or ICE engines also carry the same design, but some has kept design difference for ICE and electric vehicle. I think this will be a more success mantra, but time only will prove. Let's wait for that. Hyundai has retained the same design for the interior, except few elements for the electric has been changed. 10.2 double screen, which is curved, has been retained. All the elements over here, which is the controls and the AC vents, all have been same. The major change has come on the steering wheel, which is a new steering wheel, which resembles the Ionic design with the 4-dot. And the steering wrapping is also a bit different. There is a paddle shift, which is used for controlling your recuperation. The drive selection mode, which is like rear lever, is been moved from here to the steering column, which is again looking similar to other Ionic or maybe the same family Kia electric vehicle. Since the transmission tunnel is used to just pass on the cables, they have increased the depth of this cubby place, which is again improved. And there's a new island which has got 2 cup holders and drive mode selections, including the seat ventilation. There's a glove box here which again got deeper because of the space availability, and this can be cooled, as well as this glove box which can also be cooled. The seats remain the same. The upholstery is a bit different. BH is retained, grey color, plus this blue exchangers everywhere, and the stitching are blue, which is a Creta electric element. Only thing which I think should have been changed is this white beige, because it's quite difficult to maintain. So be careful. The race piece is also retained as in the Creta. The reclination is in 2 stages. There's a handrest with 2 cup holder. Since there is no transmission tunnel, there is a space over here for the third passenger. And in addition, there is a tray over here, which I can explain over. You can keep your iPad or tablets here. And there is a cup holder, which is also a useful feature. There is 2 USB-C charger and an AC vent. One attractive element I really liked is the control of the left passenger seat from the rear. Another thing is the power plug added on here, which will be good for charging any of your equipment. Proper power plug. One smart feature of any electric car is the storage available in the front. It has to be designed and engineered well, because even in this car, the electric motor control unit are all below that. So the engineering is done in a way that they made a space for here. And this can carry it up to 10 kg. It is good enough to put our charging cable and other stuffs. Maybe we can also use it for our small shopping. The best interesting thing which I have seen was it can be used as a cooler box. You can fill ice in this, put your drinks. If you're going for a picnic or a trip, you can all fill this. By the time you reach there, whatever you drink that you can select will be chilled and cold. Today we'll be driving around 150 kilometers with this new Creta. So it can be considered just as a first drive experience, not a proper review. We'll bring that kind of a review a little later once we get the car for over a longer time. So right now what I'm driving is the top end model with a 21.4 kWh battery, and the other option is 42 kWh battery. The both differs in power and range output. The bigger one is producing around 171 PS of power, and the claimed range is 490 km. The smaller battery is producing 135 PS of power and claimed range is 390 km. So today morning when I picked the car, it was showing 490 km as the top range, but it was without the AC. So when I put the AC on, it dropped to 472, which is what they're claiming, and it was like 98% of battery then. So when I used out 25% of battery, it's like 75 is remaining. I just checked the range availability. Then it was 344 km, which means when you put the calculation, the real life range according to the person driving situation, was for 17 kilometer. It includes all the time when we shooting, the car was on and we were driving slow, we were driving fast, we were on traffic, all mixed condition. So in real life, if you are in a very unpredictable situation, the range can be around 420. But if you are careful, it can be increased up to 430. It means the real life range is around 430 kilometer, which is good. And you know nowadays the basic usage of such cars in a day will be around 100 kilometer. So it is good enough to keep the car for 3 days without charging, and third day you can charge it over home. Both the variants in that way is practical. But if you're doing a long drive, you need a proper plan, because you need to plan where to charge, when to stop. All this is required because we are still lacking with infrastructure. Even in mature market like California, I have seen when you are in the charging station, there will be other cars charging, or maybe they won't have enough charging speed. All these are factors which are unavoidable, but that is realistic life. On the other side, if you are regularly using the car in city and if you maintain a regular using cycle, then electric is something you can consider now. So other factor which I really admired about this car is the way engineers are calibrated to the suspension in spite of having additional weight of the battery. Even very bad patch of roads and with all the uneven surface, you have replanted, and there is a bit of harshness on the damping when you are in such a bad condition, but doesn't harm you much. That is fine because we have a huge addition of battery which will be causing that. But otherwise, if you are on highway, you're on a good stretch, you can float. Otherwise, even in this bad patch, you are not hard. You don't get a heartbreak when you hit these kind of potholes. Steering is also well tuned, but it's on a bit of an heavy side, which is good, especially on speed drives, on turns and curves. And braking also, with the force this brake was facing. So when I was doing a drive through some small leads, there were these kids and sometimes there are beds running into the road. So there have been incidents where we are braking hard and it was performing very well. Creta as such has proven itself by improving according to the road conditions for India, which are not that great, and suspension and the NVH level in the cabin are well couponed, and it's admired, and it is really appreciable even in this new electric avatar. Coming back to the charging, there are two options for charging, and of course you can get a home charging wall mounted. Apart from that, if you're having a fast charging in AC, it can charge from 10 to 100 in 4 hours for the smaller battery pack, and for the bigger one around 4 hours and 50 minutes. And if you are in DC charging, 20 to 80% will happen in just 43 minutes. This is good. If you are planning a trip, you can plan a charging station where there's a good restaurant nearby. Then for a break, you get charged for your next trip. So guys, this has been my first drive experience of the all new Creta Electric. How do you find the car? By the looks, what are the features which you like? Just let me know in the comment. We get to know the pricing, and we are expecting to be announced before this video release. If we get to know, we will add on to the video. Otherwise, we'll comment and pin it for your information. So all the factors can be decided after knowing the price. But I think Hyundai won't do any mistake of wrongly pricing it. But this is gonna be one of the key electric car which they're gonna hit in the market. So this is my first drive experience. I'll try to bring a longer drive experience when I get the car for a longer period. Till then, just enjoy this video. Please do like and share. And if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe and click that bell button, so you'll be informed whenever we are uploading the latest video. Stay tuned and enjoy wheeling.